everybody, I'm Holly.
I'm Karen.
This is Desmond the Bee, and
We are Basically Creative.
Today is day 29 of our January challenge. We have 2 days left after this. It seems such a short time since we started.
It does.
But at the same time, actually quite a long time, just because of how much has happened.
Yeah.
And how much we've kind of improved, both in making the videos and in generally going about ourselves and doing the drawings. Today's challenge was to draw a harpy.
Yes.
And this is another one that went fabulously for us both, actually. It did. It went so well. I do a bit of a fluff in mine, but I think I bring it back okay.
You do. You make up for it.
I decided to draw the woman part first because I'm better at drawing women than I am at drawing bird feet. So I was like, okay, big oval, that'll be a wing. The sort of shape next to her head, that's another wing. And then the rest of the woman parts. And I was very aware that I wanted to make her very thin and sharp because birds.
Yes.
And also, even with wings that huge, you'd still have to be so light to actually be lifted by them.
Yes.
Because birds have hollow bones and stuff.
Yes.
So, and you know, they're basically nothing underneath all the feathers. So it had to be a very skinny woman. So she's skinny, mini, tiny, whiny, and she's very sharp cheekbones. And I'm thinking, and I was also actually scrolling through Pinterest looking for a wing reference, and I used an actual harpy eagle.
Yes,
to
that's
do the wings
actually what I used as a harpy eagle.
So I was really chuffed because I think it was an albino harpy eagle, and I was like, the same bird I used as my reference.
I didn't tell you that at the time.
No, you
though.
didn't. I was like, oh, but colour schemes. So that's what I used, especially since the wing that I had was tucked. Mine wings were tucked in like the bird that I was referencing. So, and her hair's kind of wisping out because she's on the top of a cliff and it's seaside and it's windy. And I didn't originally, when I was thinking about the drawing, I wasn't originally going to do it as a sunset, but then I was like, I'll just put that in, see how that goes. I can always move it.
You can always move it?
Move the sun to higher another place. If I decided before I lined it that I didn't like it, I could always just
yes, sorry,
So I drew her in and I tried to draw her wings quite fluffy because I felt like, because obviously she's quite scraggly on purpose, but you know, she's a bird, so the wings are the nice bit, and the fluffy, the feathers are the nice bit, and everything else can be scraggly and yuck. So I imagine she keeps her wings quite well preened. And it's me doing all the tiny little kind of cracked skin details on the legs and the claws and stuff. I just did a bunch of wigglies for the sea to show kind of the currents and stuff like that. And then I went back in because I'd left all these big spaces at the side and tried to fill them in. There we go. So that it just didn't look empty. It does still look a bit separated from the rest of it, but less so than a minute ago. So I drew her and I lined her, and then I was like, I better just sharpen up her things like her shoulders and that. And then I was like, coloured pencil, because we'd had a discussion.
We had. You had a lot of thinking time on this because you really wanted to get that the tone on the feathers just.
Yeah, and it was sort of, if you look up on Pinterest, you'll get to the picture of the harpy eagle that I used quite quick because the wings are sort of ombre. Like they are black at the bottom and then very snowy feathery white at the top. Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna do that thing. So, but also they have a weird kind of blue tinge. Yeah. And I totally loved it, and that's why I wanted to do that. Yeah. So I gave her these ombre wings, and then I was looking for the reference again because I'd lost it because I was looking at feet references. And I went in with black first, and I also gave her tail feathers. I hadn't seen any harpies with tail feathers.
I had seen 2 or 3 actually, I have to say, but they were few and far between.
Because I was intrigued, so I was like, yes. And then I also made her legs, the ombre kind of feathers as well. And then I went in and did the shadows in blue. Because I felt it would remove it from, and this is where I made the mistake, I should not have done the skin with a blue shadow.
No, I really, really like the skin. I know you feel like it's a massive mistake, but I really don't. I think
Sophie
it's fab.
saying, can I be in your video? And me going, no, there's not going to be any talking in it. And she was like, oh, and then went away. Like, I don't get to chat. Alright, bye. So then and this was when I was like, oh no, but not. Because she looks, I'd leaned too heavily with the pencil as well, and she looked almost orange, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but
I save it.
It fits.
And
once
then
you put the background in.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, but I've kind of ruined it now, and I was trying to soften the shadows a bit, and I went in, I was like, I'll just leave it, because, you know, something might save it. And then I totally forgot that, you know, the sun shines on the water because, you know, common sense. And I coloured in the first bit that was right next to the horizon. I love these pens. Pencils.
These are good create ones, yeah they are.
Yeah, they're really nice and like pigmented, and they don't leave any spaces unless you deliberately do the kind of shading bit. But when you push down hard with them, they completely fill up the space. There's no kind of streakiness. So obviously I wanted that for the sky because the sky's not like a solid colour. So I went in and made this a nice gradient, and then it worked, and I was like, yay for that. I was thinking about what colour to do the hair, so I went in afterwards actually. I was eating my dinner and I was like doodling at the same time, even though I shouldn't have been, and put yellow highlights on everything, so that because you get that sort of halo of sunshine when the sunset happens. And then I just did some like big scraggly shapes with the browns and the greys and the black and a bit of yellow, and that was my rocks. So I'm very nearly finished. I'm actually super pleased with how this turned out in the end.
Yeah.
I had a couple of minutes of oh no. But we got there.
Good.
I totally nearly forgot to put this shadow in, by the way. See the big shadow that I put in beside the rock?
Yeah.
I totally lost it. And also the shadow that she casts. And then I was like, something's missing. Oh wait. The way that light works. So I'll have to go back and fix it.
Hey. Yeah. I did just a pencil sketch. It was like by itself pencil sketch.
But you know what? So worth it. I would never have. I'd have been like, see if you showed me that and been like, I'm gonna colour it in, and be like, no,
don't touch it. I had to redo it a couple of times because I was like, no, but things, and it won't play at the place. And then I turned it and I was like, no, but it won't work. Then I turned it again, and I kind of just left it in because I was like that. Do you know what though?
It happens.
It happens, and I'm not gonna cut out all my faffing to try and get it to fit in the frame because I was like, grrr, fit in the frame.
You should be.
So,
you have just as much right to see our frustration as we do.
Well, that's it, yeah, and you know, just because we put a video on with us doing a thing and it works, and it's like, yay, doesn't mean that it didn't take 20 times to get there.
Yeah, and it's like for every good drawing that we do, we've done 20 bad ones.
Yeah. Well, this is when I was like that. Oh no, this is working a little bit. This little bit's working.
Go with it.
And then birds don't have knees and hawks.
Yeah, I made a mistake. We found this out.
I had a pure rant to Holly about this way before drawing anything.
Yeah, but the thing is I misunderstood what she meant because there are kind of three kinds of legs that people tend to give harpies.
Yes.
One is the correct leg, which is very few and far between, like Karen's done. Another is the sort of knee and then the birdie bits, like I've done.
Like,
so
they made the knee and then the hawk and then
the pointy back part, as those of us who don't know what a hawk is called can refer to it as. So the sort of knee that points backwards is called the hawk, but most people put the knee in and then the hawk, which doesn't make sense because a hawk is essentially a bird's knee. So I had done it incorrectly because I had misunderstood, because I had thought that the bird sort of had a sort of slight sticking out a bit and then it went down, that specific bird. So I mean, Karen knows what I mean because I'd showed her on.
Yes.
And also there's another kind of, which is completely different to those two.
And they do the knee and
then the foot.
How is it? The knee and then the lower leg and then the foot.
Yeah.
As opposed to putting a hawk in.
Yeah.
So basically they make it a human's leg.
Yeah, so that was where I
foot.
got confused because I thought that Karen was talking about people with knees and then birds' feet.
Right.
As opposed to the other kind where it's like a knee and then a hawk and then a foot.
Yes.
So that's where I'd done it wrong.
I see.
And also I confused myself when I was drawing it because I made her like kneel down.
Yeah.
Like to kind of sit on her hawks.
So, which she couldn't do at all.
No.
if it was that kind of legging.
And it was basically too late by the time that we got that I noticed. I was like,
to be fair, less people draw them like that
I know, but
than
I
they do like you've got it. And the thing is though, with it being a harpy, what is a harpy? A harpy is an eagle with a woman's face.
Mm.
So what sort of historically. So that's what I went with. But, you know, just because that's the thing doesn't mean you can't change it. Because, you know, creative license and all that. The words are not for coming tonight at all.
No, not for either of us. So yeah, I'm really glad you just went with the
Pencil.
graphite. I think it just looks, it's the best way you could have done it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think had I been working in like Photoshop or something, I think I could have made it look pretty cool painting it. But in my sketchbook, I think pencil was the way to go and the way to stay. So
I think you're just about finished, Ken.
Just about.
Just putting some shade
Yeah,
in.
do my lovely feet. I was so pleased with the feet.
I know. And you remembered the kind of, I want to call it a dew claw, but I know that's not right. The kind of opposable thumb foot toe. And I had forgotten it and had to like go back and put it in. So anyway, we're coming to the end. I have been Molly.
I have been Karen.
This has been Desmond the Bee.
And we have been Basically Creative.